morning, my friends. This morning you're finding me in my kitchen, and it's very, very early. It's a little after 5, and Rick is off for his walk, so I have time to chit-chat with you. I bought myself, I bought this for myself, is proper English, a new dehydrator. For probably 30 years, I had an American Harvester. And I really liked that American Harvester, and I mean, it really did, it did a bang-up job. We used to have a chestnut and persimmon orchard, and I mean, I could dehydrate close to 1,000 pounds of fruit on it in a season. But anyway, this was what it looked like. I threw away the base because it finally, but I'm saving all of these extra parts, and I will use them on garden projects. But this is the new one. And the cost of it was, I think it was $70-some, and they had it on sale for $61. It was almost $80. They had it on sale for $61, and then there was a $10 coupon. So I got it for $51 and tax. But it's been plugged in, and it's, it comes with instructions that, Rick says to me, read the instructions, not just 1, 2, 3 and caution, which is my usual way of reading things. But it's just a turn on, and whoops, where are you? Let me make sure I'm plugged in. Oops, it helps if you plug it in. Okay, so we're plugged in, and it automatically comes up to 10 hours and 113 degrees. And then when you want to set it, all you do is you set it to your time. If you wanted it at 10 hours, you can, but the little dial can take it down to 30 minutes. Oops, take it down to, there you go, 30 minutes. And then you hit your set again, and it takes you to your temperature, which can take you up to, I'm doing tomatoes today, whoops, and it goes up to 158. Okay, so sounds good. So now we have our little on and pause button, and it's not very loud, is it? I mean, you could have that on in the house, and it really wouldn't bother anybody. So, but for the moment, I'm just going to, and you can feel the little warm air coming out of it. Oops. But let's, for the moment, just turn it off. Okay. And it comes with its top. This has little holes in it that let the air out ever so slightly. And it comes with 5 trays, although it can do up to, I think they said you can add up to 8. And so it's got all 5 trays, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have to cut your fruit, or in this case, tomatoes, to 4 centimeters or less. Otherwise, see, you can, now you're looking at it and you can see how they could touch each other. So you want to cut them thinly. But I've used it twice now. Twice I've gotten some really nice tomatoes, and I've told you guys that my Principali Borghese tomatoes are coming in like gangbusters. I don't know if you see those. Let me just make this so you can see it a little bit better. And we'll just move this. You can see my beautiful tomatoes. Now these were picked 2 days ago, and this group was picked yesterday. And so what we're doing is we're trying to, keep them so that they're dated, if you will, so that I'm not going to have, like whenever I'm drying, you want your tomatoes to be nice and fresh and ripe, but not soft. It takes too long for them to dry. But anyway, that was really just wanted to show you. It was a product review, I guess, on the dehydrator. Is that it's pretty formidable. Both excuse me, both times they came out lovely. For tomatoes, it was 158 degrees. Excuse me, for 12 hours was what it took. And then I took those and I put them in a container, and I poured avocado oil over top of it. Let me just pull this out and show you. Now this was only yesterday, so the tomatoes, this is what the tomatoes look like, and you can see they're nice and dry and crumbly, but after they've had this nice oil on them, they will really they just get so yummy. I mean, I have to stop myself eating them and remember that this is dried tomato. Tomatoes do have a lot of sugar in them, so as I'm eating, 5, 6, 7, and plus, of course, it's dripping in oil, so that's just always a nice, fattening little treat, but certainly better than candy, isn't it? So wouldn't you like to turn your kids on to this versus eating gummy bears, gummy fish, whatever they're called? Anyway, just a little summer, thought, and for anybody who's in the market for a new dehydrator, or in this time of we need to get our act together and start growing some fruit and some vegetables, mainly vegetables. This was a pretty good deal, I thought. For I think it came to $53 with tax. But I wanted to give you an update on my tomatoes. You can see I'm keeping count of not only how many I picked, but their weight. And the first few days I didn't really get many, but in it ends up being 26 days, I've gotten just over 20 pounds of fruit. And like I said, it's really about 22 days I've gotten about 19 pounds of fruit. So I'm getting quite a bit, and I have ones that are just starting to, some plants that are just starting to send out ripe fruit. So I'm froggy this morning. I need to have my coffee. So I hope you guys are having a great day. If you have any questions about this dehydrator, please feel free to ask. These were the Principali Borghese tomatoes that came from Baker's Creek. They were a real star. I mean, I think it was, I'm trying to remember, I planted them back in April, and I think it was the 1st of April, somewhere around there, so April, May into June. And I'm picking fruit, and they look like they're going to hang on there for quite a while. They've been very disease resistant. So before I choke anymore, I will say, I hope you'll stop back and see me again. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. So remember, garden what you've got and take care of yourselves. See you soon. Bye-bye.